Hey everybody, Davies here, and welcome to my day 4 of the 12 days of anime. It's going by quickly, actually, more quickly than I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm back with day 4, and today's topic for day 4 will be easily my favorite show of this season, and by far my favorite yaoi anime of all time. I'm calling it now, and that is Banana Fish. Banana Fish, Banana Fish, Banana Fish. I am in love with this series. For those of you who are not watching Banana Fish, first of all, why not? Second of all, Banana Fish is originally a boys' love series, which aka is a yaoi. Um, and it's like yaoi meets mobster, and it's really good. For any of you who watched 91 Days, I guess last year, it's basically 91 Days mixed with a yaoi, and I'm loving it so much. First of all, you have the characters. There's Ash, who is the main character. I want to say he's between like 16 and 17. I can't remember the exact age. He's been raised by this mobster. There's some really crazy backstory stuff that I'm just not going to mention because it's so deep, and it kind of shapes who Ash is as a character as he goes on his journey of kind of finding himself and learning that there's more than just being this street thug. There's Edgy, who's this young boy from Japan who comes over with a photographer and a reporter who's doing a story on Ash. And through this journey, him and Ash become not quite lovers. We don't quite get that connection, but it's unspoken per se. The chemistry's there. They just never kind of fully act on that aspect of it. Um, but yeah, Banana Fish is great storytelling, great characters. There's some really great scenes of Banana Fish too. Some of my favorite scenes are there's a scene where Ash and them go back to his hometown, where he goes to visit his father and his she's his stepmother, quote unquote. They go back to visit, and him and his father, they do not get along at all. Their relationship is just broken, and by the end of the episode, you see that relationship come back together, and it's amazing. There's Ash taking care of his brother, who has been in the military, and now he's essentially comatose because of banana fish, which is a drug. There are those scenes where you see this hardened street thug kind of get soft and show his loving side for his brother, who essentially helped raise him, and now he's raising him per se because he can't help himself. There's the scene where Ash has to betray his friend Shorter. Shorter is like Ash's right hand man, even though he's Chinese and he's the head of the Chinese gang. Him and Ash are they're like that, and then he has to betray him because he has no choice, and it's heartbreaking, but it's you understand why it had to be done. Um, and just almost every scene with Ash and Edgy, it works because you slowly see Edgy come out of his shell. At first, he's just this timid young boy from Japan who has never broken any rules, never broken any laws. He goes by the book, and now you see him progress to slowly becoming not a street thug, but becoming tolerant of that street thug culture and understanding that sometimes you just have to do these things. Like, you may not want to shoot this person, but if they're aiming a gun at you and you have a gun, then sometimes you just have no choice. It's your life or their life, and sometimes the right thing isn't always the right thing to do. Um, there's just so many great scenes. Another thing I love about Banana Fish is that Banana Fish, with it being a yaoi, it blends in two cultures. You don't normally think about mobsters or gangsters or thugs being gay. It just in the entertainment world, especially here in the States, it just that just doesn't blend. Mobsters, thugs are meant to be portrayed as these hardened, manly men, womanizers half the time. But they blend in both of those concepts and it works. Granted, the way they blend it in is very. Some of the characters are definitely shady and low down, and I mean, they're the bottom of the barrel. But the way it's done, it shows you that the underworld, there's layers and layers and layers to it. There's government officials, there's big military people, there's the underground, the underworld has lots and lots of steps to it, and it's not always just, oh, we're dealing drugs and we deal this and that. A lot of the time it's stuff you don't even see going on. Um, because in Banana Fish, a lot of things, the whole concept is getting the banana fish to help the military out so that they can use it to control their soldiers and make them essentially robotic killers. Because a banana fish essentially just shuts your mind off and they can control you and tell you what to do and how to do it. And so to think that there is even a drug that is that powerful is scary. And that's kind of where Banana Fish goes with this, because the whole show itself is about control. Whether it's control of Banana Fish, whether it's control of a person, or whether it's control of an organization. It's all about control at the end of the day. And yeah, Banana Fish is just a brilliant series. I highly recommend it. There's 2 more episodes left, and I cannot wait to see how it ends. I'm curious about how the manga is. It's an older manga, true enough, but I'm wondering how different the story is in the manga than it is to the anime. Because the anime, it gets a bit graphic at times. It gets very graphic at times. And so I'm assuming the manga is even more graphic than what the anime is. So I'm curious as to how they change that up, or if they changed any of it, and how the characters are in the manga to how they are in the anime, especially Ash. Because like I said, in the anime, Ash kind of progresses. He's still this hardened 16-year-old street thug, but he does have a more loving side to him that you do not see in the first half of the anime. The second half, you see it. The first half, you didn't. And that part I really love. So, yeah, I'm not going to ramble on too long here. Just my overview and thoughts on Banana Fish. It's one of my favorite shows this season. I highly recommend it. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with day 5, talking about my favorite con experience from this year. So yeah, so until then, Maho out.